What is going on, party people? Welcome back to Married to Sports. With me, as always, I have the diabolical one and Rodney Bird, the sausage turd. How y'all doing
Wait,
today?
what? Wait, what?
Yeah, that'll get you back to your
I
seat.
thought about that on my way in the kitchen to go get my coffee, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna save this for the podcast. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna wait till we record." Rodney Bird, the sausage turd. You like it?
Hell no.
Hey, Rodney, how many sponsors you trying to put in this show?
Hey, I'll take a sausage sponsor. Come on, Johnsonville. Oh wait, no,
No,
not Johnsonville. No, no, no,
he's
no,
had
no, not
he's had a
them.
sparkling water. Now he's on the vitamin water. Who's sponsoring your ass? Cheese Factory? What's
No
he, Green
one.
Bay jersey?
I just threw this on. So
Derek's fired up.
here's here's some news we got going on. Late last night, John Harbaugh is finalizing a deal to be the Giants' head coach.
According to ESPN, it's finalized.
Uh, Adam Schefter reported there were some terms needed to be negotiated. They must have got it done. So, good fit, bad fit. What do y'all think?
I like it. I don't hate it. John Harbaugh needs a job. I mean, Dio. I know we've gone head to head over whether or not John Harbaugh should be fired, but I think Harbaugh is a good coach and deserves a job. I think with a
No,
guy like Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo, if he can get the offensive coordinator right, if they can get the offensive coordinator right, I think he will be a good fit for that program. But it is going to come down to the offense. Remember, Harbaugh is a special teams guy, if I'm not mistaken. So you need to have a really good OC with Jackson Dart
I
and
heard
Cam
Arthur
Scatterbo.
Smith. I heard Arthur Smith might be available.
No, don't do it. Don't you do that to him. Listen, I'm a Cowboys fan. I do not want to see the Giants be good, but I don't wish him or Eberflus on anybody.
I said Arthur Smith.
Yeah, I don't wish him, Arthur Smith, Todd Munkin, or Matt Eberflus. I do not wish on my worst enemy.
I, we have a friend, Jake. He was all upset about the hire. Then we started talking. Then he calmed down and realized it was a good fit. And it really is. I mean, he will be that culture changer, and that's what the Giants have lacked for quite a few years.
I don't know. I mean, I think Harbaugh. I think McCarthy was a better fit for the Giants than Harbaugh. But I told y'all that Giants job was sexy, and that's why Harbaugh took that. That job is very, very nice. You got your quarterback, you got your running back, you got a receiver, you got pieces on defense. Like you're pretty well
You
built.
got you got a defense that if they get a couple more guys on that back end and all, they'll be up there in the top 10 next year.
That's interesting stat I just looked up. So
Real
Eberflus nor Arthur Smith, either one of them, they do not have a Super Bowl ring. So that means they've never been on a coaching staff of Super Bowl contenders or champions. So why were they ever head coaches? You know,
Eberflus had a shining moment, if you will, in Indianapolis. It wasn't even a great moment. It was just a wow-ish, wow-ish. I don't even know if it was a wow. I don't even know if it was a wow factor. It was just, he had a nice little run, 1 year run in Indianapolis, and they thought that that was good enough. I didn't understand it.
But we see it all the time with players and coaches. That 1 year magical run you're talking about gets them the bank. Let's be real. I mean, and ultimately you get by fool's gold when you look at 1 year compared to 5 years.
Yeah.
So,
I like how Brandon
Dio,
tries to pass off regular Coke cans on us when we know that his hands are that small that he's buying the little 8 ounces in his hand.
Do what?
Look at that 8 ounce. That is a.
that's
Well, you wish I had
7.5
small.
ounces.
Man, I wish I had small hands. I got big old gloves, man. Big old gloves.
Somebody hand him a 20 ounce soda real quick. It'll look like a 2 liter in his hands.
Shit, that's a 20-ounce cup.
When Kenny Pickett was drafted, they said he reminds of us a guy named Brandon
I
with those kind of hands.
can palm a basketball.
Yeah, one of the mini hoops. A
Shit.
Nerf ball don't count, buddy. Yeah, I think the Giants. It's like that saying, "Wichita falls, so falls Wichita." I think that's the same thing when you got Jackson Dart, who's plastic, and you got a potential long-term lingering thing with Scattaboo, the way he runs. That you can get Harbaugh, which is a good pickup. I mean, he is a good coach. I like him. I'd have taken him in Pittsburgh, but I just think they're going to have questions down the line when if Scattaboo and Dart can't stay healthy. Doesn't matter what coach you got there then.
I'm with you on the Cam
4.2
Scat. I mean, I've been. That's what I've been saying ever since I saw him run. But I'm not with you on that on Jackson Dart. Now he is going to have to not run like he's running.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you keep him doing that, you're not going to have him. He's going to be out more seasons than he plays, and you're going to be depending him on backups. But if you get a defense and an offense that works, and the backup can come in and run it, that's great. But you know,
If your backup is Jameis Winston, I think you're all right.
yeah, I don't know how much longer he's going to play though.
But correct me if I'm wrong.
We do that a
Lamar,
lot. We correct you a lot, Rod. Go ahead.
so correct me again, Dio. Lamar was the runner when he came into the league. Harbaugh got him out of that running.
Yeah,
And
that's when he
became
became a passer and shocked the fantasy world.
exactly. So can he do the same thing for Dart?
He's going to have to.
The thing is, Dart's receiver room is better than what Jake was saying. Darius Slayton, Malik Neighbors got hurt early. Robinson kind of came on the scene again. Isaiah Hodgins they didn't utilize as well.
All right, you trade for DK Metcalf.
Mm. Justin Jefferson's
Or you go for AJ Brown.
now see I see that more likely.
I think AJ Brown would be happy in New York, considering that the Eagles look like they're on the decline. Giants look like they might be on the rise.
That would be interesting. Saquon goes to the Eagles and AJ goes to the Giants.
Yeah,
I'll take DK. I'll take DK and Metcalf down in Dallas if I can still have George Pickens and CD.
that'd be too big of a locker room.
It wouldn't be too big of a receiver.
Ego would get the right there.
It wouldn't be too big for us.
All right. George Pickens is not going to want to take a step back. So you bring in DK, and you make him a number 3. Pickens is going to be like bullshit.
Pickens is still your 2.
DK don't want to be a number 3.
He's not good enough to be a number 1 on that team. He's going to have to. I'm not saying DK would take the deal.
Then why would DK? Yeah, DK wouldn't take it if he's not a 1 or 2. He's out because that hurts your bonuses.
But if we did have that, and
How
Dak
big
did,
are you, Brandon? It took you a long time to polish off that 7.5 ouncer, man. That's kind of suspect, man.
it's not even done.
Anyways, go ahead.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
I like how you got me and Jared Goff confused.
Wait, he's got you and Kenny Pickett confused. That's who he brought
Kenny
up the
Pickett.
first time.
Hey, turn your head sideways. I'm not gonna say you look like Kenny Pickett.
Me, tell me.
Turn your head sideways. Turn your head sideways. Yeah, he looks like Kenny Pickett.
Shit. My wife made me cut the hair.
Kenny Pickett with the pork
So,
chops.
Dio,
Yeah.
y'all y'all either have or are interviewing Brian Flores and have requested to talk to Evero, the Carolina defensive coordinator. How do you feel about those guys?
Brian Flores has never proven anything to me as a head coach. So why would I want him around for at least 8 to 10 years? Let's say he just has 4 straight losing seasons in Pittsburgh. Do you honestly think I want him another 4 years?
Who?
Brian Flores. He's never proven anything as a head coach.
No, but he is a defensive-minded guy.
But I don't care.
Well, I'm just saying he fits your program. I don't. I don't know how long of a leash he would have, or how long of a leash the Steelers.
I would sign him to a 5-year deal with a 1-year option. Because I'm telling you right now, Steelers don't get rid of coaches. You've seen this. I mean, Tomlin was 19 years.
Right, and then you had Cowher before that, and then
Yeah, but I don't want Pittsburgh to start the shits. Like we've had 6 straight losing seasons. That's not Pittsburgh.
that's what's gonna probably happen.
No, it's not.
You didn't get Harbaugh. Now, I was hoping Harbaugh would go to. I was hoping he was gonna see a Harbaugh Tomlin switch.
Yeah.
I think it would have fueled both teams, and both teams would have been good again. But it's all going to depend on your OC. Everything's dependent on your OC. Because you're going to have either young guys that don't know anything or the oldest guys in the league. And you're going to need an offensive coordinator that can put up points. Flores is good with the defense. He can if he calls the defense, you're good. It's all going to come down to OC. But I think that you are absolutely going to be in that coaching carousel for the next while. That whole we don't fire coaches thing, I think that is over with.
Well, no, hold on a second. No, because I think the Steelers are going to be they're going to hire or they're going to interview Flores. They're going to try to talk to some other guys that are still in the mix with the playoffs right now, but they're going to find their guy. They're going to find their guy they're willing to go possibly through a couple of losing seasons with, but they know that's going to be their guy 10 years from now. That's, when they hired Tomlin, I liked it. I knew who Tomlin was. I remember when he played.
Right.
And he did. He fit our program, and he kept it going. We had some heartbreaking years. Like we had some AFC Championship games that did not go our way.
Right.
The Jesse James rule that came out the year after, where they said he fumbled it. At the goal line. Like he fumbled after the goal line. What are you talking about? Whatever.
What about Spags?
No, let's talk. I'd rather talk about Spanx than Spagnola. I'm talking about women's Spanx. Let's go.
You don't like Spagnola?
Rodney. No, I don't.
What do you think?
So what coach do you think will be the best fit?
I want to see the list that the Steelers are looking at.
Well,
That makes sense.
I know those were the 2 main ones I saw.
Yeah, but again, I want to see the list of who they're looking at or who they've requested to talk to.
You don't have a preference on who you want?
I mean, you could go down a list of guys off the trees that would have come back to Tomlin or Cowher or somebody. You know what I mean? That's what you got to be looking at. You got to look at guys who came from that tree because that's who's going to be coming.
Listen, you
Okay.
have Todd Monken, Arthur Smith coming from that tree.
Yeah, but we know Arthur Smith is just he hasn't
That's
panned
what I'm
out.
saying. You don't want anybody from that tree because the ones from that tree have not done well.
Well, first of all, Monken and Smith are OCs. They're you're going to be looking at defensive guys. That's who they're if they've got coaching experience with the Steelers at some point or under that tree in their defense, that's who you're looking for.
According to Steelers Depot, Nate, and I apologize for butchering this last name, Skilhace, he's a LA Rams pass game coordinator. Chris Shula, the Rams defensive coordinator. Anthony Weaver, the Dolphins defensive coordinator. Jesse Minter, the Chargers defensive coordinator. Ryan Flores,
And see, out of those, I like Chris Shula and Flores.
and Jeff Halfley at Green Bay. Green Bay, the defensive coordinator. Those are the lists as of right now that have they've reported interview requests. And right now, if I had my choice of this list, it would be Jesse Minter.
Why are you taking Minter?
Because he
It's the only name he can pronounce off the list.
Dio, no, he is an up and coming coach, and he's been up for a lot of jobs, and he fits y'all's mindset of defensive. So I think he would be the better fit because he's had some good defensive seasons.
Man,
What the hell kind of face you got going on right now?
the Los Angeles Chargers is a pretty good defense, but I'm not saying they're elite. The 2000,
I didn't
the
say
2000. I know. The 2022 Wolverines is not a good freaking look. Chris Shula, I think, has done a better job with the Rams and that defense with a bunch of nobodies versus all stars and Derwin James and whoever else they got. Um, Man, I don't know if that Jesse Minter. I don't think that's a good choice at all.
Dio, of that list, who do you like? It's your team.
I do like the Shula.
I still think.
Wait a minute.
We'll
Wait, are we talking about Chris Shula or Rod DeShula?
Chris Shula.
Oh, I thought y'all said Rod DeShula. Oh, he was on my list too, but
Who the frick is that?
Google him. Rod DeShula. Yeah,
I'm not gonna
Chris
lie
Shula.
to you. I like the Raiders. I don't know. I think the Raiders Miami job is more sexy than people are talking about.
I don't want any part of. I said this the other night. Tom Brady.
I did.
I wouldn't want to deal with him, so I'd go to Miami.
I can understand that. I don't agree with that. I think
So you're all right. So you're willing to go deal with a Miami front office that has kept so many idiots running the show that you wouldn't have a better comfort feeling down in Miami than Tom Brady constantly looking right over your shoulder. Probably gives you a little bit of beard burn on your neck. I mean, no, thank you, man. If you're into that, you go for it. If you like some cuddles from the one of the co-owners of that team, then you go for it. But I'd rather be in Miami. You
I,
know,
I think it would be useful to have Tom Brady's brain.
he's not giving you his brain; he's giving you his money. And if you fuck with it, he's going to fire your ass. That's all he's doing. He's not. No, Tom Brady is not down there in those locker rooms.
I get it. And I probably wouldn't be able to like watch film with Tom Brady or any of that. I probably wouldn't.
No, he's giving you money to do a job, and if you don't do it, he fires you. That's it.
That's
He
fine.
doesn't care about you.
I can,
He doesn't.
I can still do the job. I'm not. I don't need his approval. And I would utilize his brain, but if he doesn't want to give me that, I don't need it. They're
Yeah.
in depending on the quarterback, they're going to have a decent year. Depending on their head coach and their OC in DC, they're going to have a decent season. I'm not
Rodney,
saying
what
it's
do you
going to be a
unthink?
winning season.
Rodney, what do you unthink right now?
I don't know. I mean, I think that no matter what the Raiders organizations does, they always seem to botch it. So they haven't been good for years, and ultimately, I think Tom Brady is running that show, and it's going to be like Gordon Ramsay and Hell's Kitchen. You never know what you're going to get.
If you go make a trade for AJ Brown and you have the number one pick, if you get the quarterback right, you're in position to win now. Even without doing that, Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, get a receiver in the draft, or whatever you got to do, right? You had some good receivers that you let go. This year is a prove it year. Next year is a do it year.
So
I
right
think you
now,
could
the
actually.
main
Plus, it's also a no tax state. I think you could do a lot in Vegas. Now, I do understand what
Yeah.
Dio's saying about the Tom Brady thing, and whether you had his
Yeah, but here's the thing. All right. So would you rather go to Miami where they'll just throw you the alligators, or would you rather go to Vegas where they make you dig your own 6 foot hole?
Oh, now see, I think both
I
of them are
mean-
sexy.
I mean, but how do you want to go out of there? Is my thing. Would you
Now,
rather
see,
go to
me
Miami where
personally,
at least-
I would take the Miami job before I take the Vegas job.
So then why are you trying to push it on us?
I'm not. I just think it's sexy. I think it's
You,
sexy
you,
because people are
you
talking.
don't want us to apply for the Miami job. You want it all to yourself.
I love the Miami
Well-
job. I think the Miami job is wonderful. So even if you lose A-Chain, you got Ollie Gordon, and you have.
You're not going to lose A-Chain. You're gonna find a way to package Tua and Tariq, whatever, and send them packing.
Right.
And
You
you
got
get some
yours
good draft
coming up.
picks and players out of it. Yeah.
If I'm coaching him, I'll get a signed jersey for one for me, one for you. Um,
Hey, but if anything happens in Snowflake, we gotta get Ace Ventura on the job. Okay.
well, I know that's right. I was just thinking the same thing. That's funny. You read my mind. So
We'll let Rod deal with Captain Winky, but go ahead.
you got Jalen Waddle. You do need some pieces on defense. I think the Ravens are going to be trading some pieces. I think Browns are going to be looking to trade pieces. I think a lot of people are going to be looking to trade defensive pieces. So you're going to be able to get defensive pieces for cheap.
the Bengals for sure are going to have to trade Hendrickson.
Only problem is you're going to have to figure out a way to get Tua and Tyreek off that salary cap. So you're absolutely right. You got to do a package deal, but you're going to end up eating half of it at least. So you're not going to have a whole lot of money to play with. So you're going to have to get guys in free agency. But you got a new GM coming in, so that might be beneficial as well. So I do like the Miami job. I think Miami is very sexy. It was like my third sexy job. I
Well,
thought
who's your number one
the Giants
destination?
was the prettiest.
Who's your number one? All right, so number one was New York.
Number
who was
two
your
was the
number two?
Ravens, Baltimore.
Okay. And number three was Miami.
Yeah, and then but right now,
Where do you have Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Vegas? And
I
Arizona.
had Cleveland 3.
Does everybody have Arizona as the last place you want to go?
no, I've got Tennessee as the last.
So you got what? Cleveland, Arizona,
So
then Tennessee.
Pittsburgh, Vegas, Arizona, Tennessee. Yeah.
What about Cleveland? You're saying
Oh,
Cleveland's
Cleveland's
better
in
than Pittsburgh?
between Pitts. In between. That one's really tough because it says more in between Pittsburgh and Vegas.
You still have the list we did on the other show?
Now I can pull it up real quick. Hang on. Y'all keep talking.
I mean, I forgot who my 1 and 2 were, but I did have Cleveland as the third sexiest job. And
You're all about those steamers, Rod. God almighty.
no,
Bastard.
no, it's all about they got a good defense. They are building some offensive pieces, or got some offensive pieces with the right head
Hey,
coach and
if
the right.
Stefanski couldn't do it, nobody can do it.
It talks to the organization, though. You're right, Dio.
So let's go Arizona.
I forget who the rest of my list ran out.
Don't. What are you doing? I don't know why you keep skipping over that star. You're going to put it down there too.
I want. No, right? No, I like Eberflus. I'm not even. Oh my god.
What? Yeah, I knew we came to say it.
Oh my god. I cannot stand that man.
Are you going to recant now, or are
I
you going
like
to finally
Shoddy. I think
admit
Shoddy's done
that
a
you
great
like Eber?
job. Oh my goodness. That was bad. You're gonna have to edit that out. No, we're gonna leave it in. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No, we need
6,
to.
7, 8, 9. All right, that's it. So I thought this was the prettiest one. I think that's probably the worst one. We can actually leave it down here.
Pittsburgh should be in the A category because
I think these jobs right here are very underrated. I think this job is underrated. These jobs are pretty
you
nice.
do not want any part. You do not want
Those
any
are on the
part.
bottom.
You do not want any
So
part of.
I think
I would put Atlanta down in the D. D for Atlanta. You're wanting to coach a team in the NFL and you don't want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler coach to add yourself to that legacy? Seriously? No.
I don't.
If I'm talking about
I'm
legacy,
thinking
you
about
can't put Baltimore there,
how I'm really looking at this because I'm not just looking at I'm looking at
right?
legacy. I'm looking at the GM. I'm looking at who I've got as players, and I'm looking at what the future is really looking like. And unfortunately,
But see, all right, so these coaches are only
this right
so
here,
those
the
coaches are
legacy
looking for
part.
a quick win.
Go ahead.
Well, what I'm throwing out there though is if you're looking for a quick win based on what possibilities are on those teams, then I don't want that coach. I want the coach that's going to fucking build it and keep it and coach it and keep going. So
Right.
that'd be the
But
Pittsburgh
if I have
Steelers.
a GM that's,
You're looking at now. You're
and
not
that's
looking at
like
longevity.
I think you're right on. I think the Pittsburgh it flows somewhere in here. I mean, you have really good ownership. You have, but you're saying you're not rebuilding. What are you doing? How handcuffed are you leaving
No,
us?
is Aaron Rodgers coming back another year?
Not without Tomlin there.
I don't know about that.
I really believe that he'll probably retire at the end of this year.
Hmm.
So Tennessee and Arizona are the worst jobs. We
Yeah, but
all
I
agree.
yeah. No, put Tennessee back down there in F. I go to Arizona. I go to Arizona before I go to Vegas, Cleveland, or Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah, Atlanta's a shithole. Nashville's a shithole. And I don't want to deal with the MAFIA out in
The
Vegas.
the only thing about Tennessee and Miami and Brandon, you said Vegas don't have income tax either, correct?
Right.
Those three jobs are more attractive for that reason. But if I'm right now looking at things, Baltimore's in a good position. Well, Baltimore is probably up in the top four right now. And I still put Cleveland over Baltimore. And the reason is, was that draft they had last year. You got the Isaiah Bond, you got the Njoku, you got Fannin, you got Judkins and Sampson, two great running backs. If you had the right quarterback, you'd have a decent offense. That defense, if you put that defense on any other team, you could be talking about playoffs for most teams that didn't make the playoffs that have a decent offense, if that makes sense. But now that talk, but then again, Dio, we talk about this, and Brandon, that Cleveland organization is a hot mess. Who would want to coach it in their organization?
What are you talking about, man? I rock his jersey. I rock that man's jersey everywhere I go.
Hey, there's hold, but I'm going. I'm, I'm going to say this: Arizona is a worse organization than Cleveland. Bidwell Group has not done anything worth. Wow. I mean, they still have Tyler Murray. Does I'm not sorry. Does Baltimore at some point move on from Lamar? I'm just asking. But that contract extension can be up to $75 million. Is he worth $75 million a year? Just throw- it's a lot of arguments, but so Dio, look at T.J. Watt. You said it the whole time. What did that contract do? That hurt your team getting different players.
Yep.
Lamar at $75 million would definitely handcuff that organization. Give me a second.
Aaron Rodgers to the Chargers and Herbert to the Steelers. Rod, you're supposed to be looking up a stat, not websites.
I'm looking at this real second. Multiple NFL quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl by their fifth season. Tom, well, these are the ones that won it by their fifth season. Tom Brady, Troy Aikman, Earl Morrell, and tied for the most three. Russell Wilson, Kurt Warner, and Ben Roethlisberger in their second season, showing several quarterbacks achieve success around year 5 or 6. What? So ultimately, let me ask you this: Mike McDaniel, Mike McDaniel interviewed with the Lions for their OC job. If McDaniel gets that job, do you think that's a home run hire for them?
I think Mike McDaniel becomes the coach in Atlanta. I really do.
And he supposedly
Oh, did they?
be interviewing for the Tampa Bay OC job.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Baker Mayfield, Baker Mayfield, and McDonald. Come on.
That would be one hell of a staff.
Yeah, you'd have a 1 to 2 year window on that one.
You would, definitely. Now, do you think Mike McDaniel wants to be a head coach again right now after what happened in Miami? Or you think he. No, but it's a comfort zone. I mean, go and be responsible for what you're responsible for until you get the right opening, is all I'm asking. I'm sure you do, but besides Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and give me another one of the top organizations because New York's got Harbaugh right now, and Miami just moved on from McDaniel, so you can't put him in that sentence. I'm trying. So, of those are the only two really good fits right there, right now for a McDaniel, because the Steelers 9 times out of 10 won't hire an offensive mind because they've always hired defensive minded coaches. So you can't really put them in there. But of those two, do you see McDaniel being successful in those two organizations? If you got that, John, I messed up. I was saying that the top two move on. I forgot how I had it now. That sounds like a crappy situation there. So Dio, how do go into this playoff college football playoff Monday night? Do you think Indiana is the most complete team over Miami? I personally, what
What?
I said, go into the CFP Monday night, the Indiana Miami game. Do you see Indiana really steamrolling Miami, or you think it's going to be a closer game?
I think they end up beating them in the second half pretty bad.
I have that same feeling, but Miami's come to play every game, so it's hard to count them out. But honestly, I just I just think Indiana's that team, and I think they're going to be for years to come. This is my
I'm
one
not going
hit
to give them
wonder.
years to come, but
I'm just saying this is my one hit wonder team. That's all I mean by that comment.
yeah. Because here's the thing: Michigan and Ohio State, Penn State, they'll start outspending Indiana. Hey, beautiful. Did you go to the fridge and get me a beera?
He wants to know if you guys have cold beer. We moved on to college a minute. This is a continue conversation. I
Wait,
was
wait, 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 wait. Y'all went to Pee Wee for a minute? What the hell happened?
Yeah.
because I didn't get to hear. As an ACC fan, I'd love to see it, but
What?
Indiana,
Oh my God.
but Indiana is the most complete
How in the
team.
hell am I friends with you?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out how me and Rod are friends.
Not on the podcast. Oh God, help! I'm not even going to finish the name of that song because.
Hot Rod, the sausage bod.
So, did we want to get into basketball a little bit?
Well, we're already there, man. We're talking about your midsection. Rod, you almost traveled there, buddy.
I travel all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that nose arrives ahead of everything else. Rod, Rod already knows what they're having for dinner. His nose is over the pot as we speak.
No.
Hey, Rod, what Senate vape did I just blow out?
What?
Pistons. Pistons. Give me the Pistons.
I'll take the Pistons.
Oh my God.
It seems like the Spurs are having trouble. Have won against the Thunder almost every game this season, right? Or did they win that last game? I'm going to.
Well,
No, I know.
he's
I was
talking about
saying.
he's talking about how the Thunder, their nemesis seems to be the Spurs. Right, Rodney? You're supposed to agree with me on this.
Exactly. That's what I was. All right, so they had won three straight to that
That was a
point.
revenge game by the Thunder.
Yeah. So you know what? At this point,
Rodney, who you taking in the damn game? You taking the Thunder or the Rockets?
I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the Rockets in that one.
I'm taking the Thunder. All right.
Give me the Heat. Give me the Heat.
I'm taking the Heat.
I said the Heat.
Spurs.
Give me the. Give me the Bucks.
Rod's wearing that ugly jersey, so
I weren't thinking Corey would be on.
Mavs.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here at the Jazz. Sorry. Thanks. I'm on a sneezing fit, so I apologize.
Uh, I don't know, man. They made that bet. They got a lie in it.
Let's be real. This was the worst trade in NBA history. And you know what? The only thing you can do is the trade deadline's coming up in February. You're going to have to hold pat because who's going to want to injured Anthony Davis to ride the season with when you don't know how long he's really going to be out because it's supposed to be months. I mean, in the off season, I think in the off season he's going to be traded though. Now let me ask you this: what team would John Moran fit best in to get him to not do the crazy stuff, culture wise? Do you think it's Miami with Pat Riley? Because he's John Moran. No, John Moran is what I was saying. I said Miami. Pat Riley. Pat Riley's the president of operations in Miami. He was the head. He he was the spokesman. saying Pat Riley being that old school guy as the head of the operations, could he get the Doug, and I'm going to use the term Doug, out of John Morant to get him back on track? That's what I was asking.
I think that taking it. They won this season is just I don't know the guy obviously
He's going to be a poor man's
I don't know.
Christian. So you're saying Morant in Dallas? So now, do you think Anthony Davis going to Memphis for John Morant would be a viable trade?
Have to go to Golden State. State.
That's fair. So what are the games we
It's but
do you
um,
what do you think?
I don't know, man. I just it's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts I hear there.
I mean,
Where in Dallas? No, they're doing exactly what they want to do.
another.
Yeah, you got to trust the process, man.
I mean, I, Nick,
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll take the Warriors in that one.
I'll take the Knicks.
uh, um, where I think one thing
Trailblazers.
I,
Give, give me the Hawks. They have that Klingon guy. The guy is going to be a future piece for them.
trade
Well, yeah, they did.
for it.
That to me that was up there with Dallas. I'm not saying in it, but you should have at least got a few picks. That's where I was going. It's all the games.
No, Lakers.
I'm gonna rock with the Hornets. Yeah, you're right. I'm a homer. Damn it. Peace.